We got 50 seconds. Is Barton your boss?
We're co-managers.
Co-managers, okay.
We're consciously coupling.
Consciously coupling.
I'm just kidding. That's the fucking whatever the guy from Coldplay. And,
oh God! Yeah, him and the whatever the fuck he's got going on with Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah,
are they done?
They're done.
They're uncoupled.
Like they're uncoupled. Yeah, they're not a divorce. They're uncoupled.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, whatever.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm Chris Mountain. I've got kids. Kids to feed.
That's very nice. That's a very good impression.
That was nice.
Do you like Coldplay?
I do. I actually do.
Did you listen to the new album?
I did not. No. Abigail actually hates Coldplay.
Really?
It's so sad. And I'm like, fuck. But
but they put they put the greatest shows.
They did.
Put on the greatest shows. I want to see them in Mexico really bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be at the Cotton Bowl here, and pre-sale tickets.
Will you shut the fuck up?
What happened? Are we? Oh.
It's time. Wow. Nice transition.
Sorry. Will you shut the fuck up?
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got a awesome episode with a fantastic guest here with us on episode 67. We've got Mikey here with us. You want to say hey?
Hey, what's up?
Nice.
Woo!
So,
Reppin'.
sit back, relax, and enjoy, everyone. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
Wait, you just went ahead and fuck all that up.
Oh yeah.
What?
You fucked it up like the past couple throwing curveballs.
I know.
And
I was just thinking we should have brought
No,
I should
you
have.
messed it up with like the...
I messed it once.
You said the Bill and Ted fucking thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Look, if it's my turn, it's my turn. All right, let me mess
Whatever.
up what I want to mess up.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to fix that mic stand.
No, I'm just going to like scoot over here to the corner.
Make it fall off the table.
Drop everything, drop the iPad, and spill the topo on top of it.
I don't want to do that. So, what did y'all do this weekend? What did you boys do?
I went to a wedding.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was good. It was out in the country.
Okay.
It was like down close to like Hillsboro. It was nice. Had good barbecue. That's about all I did.
Wow, that sounds...
Yeah, it was a really not eventful weekend. I've actually been prepping my trailer, getting it ready for its maiden voyage out camping. So,
Oh, yeah, you're going this weekend, right?
Yes,
Very cool.
going to be doing Cedar Hill Preserve State Park.
Okay,
Yeah,
South Dallas?
Yeah, just we're not going to go very far. It's the first trip out with our travel trailer, so I'm like, let's keep it close and simple and not too adventurous. So
Yeah.
It's fucking camping season coming up, though.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Fucking
Dude, it's
beautiful
weather for it already.
Hell yeah.
Love it. What'd you do, Javier?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Seriously?
Yeah. I just think we didn't. I didn't think we did anything on Friday night. I think. Oh no! I went to Ellerby's. On
Nice.
Friday,
I've never been there.
and it was very fine dining. Very. Have you been?
Yeah, once before. It's basically the guys that are the wine dudes over there, Richard and Corey. They basically were like, come on over anytime. Had some fucking bomb ass, just like an appetizer or two. And I was like in heaven.
I didn't realize it was an actual fine food place because I came in with my hat. Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, everyone's dressed nice. Like, and I'm just like,
I look like a fool.
I look like everybody was like, oh my, what is this rapscallion doing in here?
What is the help doing out here?
What? You should be back cooking the food. No, when you walk in, you see that big old, like, nothing but wine in there. It's just like a beautiful spectacle.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have every types of wine they have.
That's kind of their deal, though.
Yeah.
Right?
And everything's tagged and organized. It's like kind of cool, like to see everything, like the way it's organized. Everything has a tag on it. You know what it is by number, you know?
I was looking through everything. I'm like, let's see if they got Ace of Spades. Let's see. Oh, and they do. They actually do have a bottle of it. It's like $700.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You can just go to Goody for like $300, I think.
$300 still.
I think it's like gimmick champagne. Is it champagne?
Is that Jay-Z's joint?
Jay-Z's, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Have you ever had it?
I have not had it yet.
I'd love to hear if it's actually good or not.
Didn't you have some?
I've had some, but it was like the end of a wedding, and we were like
yeah. We
on
were
the
already
dance floor,
drunk.
like,
Yeah.
Y'all are just dumping a $300 bottle.
Yeah, I bought it. I
not
bought
even
it.
going in your mouth. It's just like
No,
Completely missed.
Whenever it was done with, like I think they were pouring like just champagne in there just to carry in picture opportunities and just like
It was good from what I recall, but I don't know if it was $300 to $700 good.
Oh dang.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, the strip clubs they charge like $1,500, I think.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but the strip clubs have a premium.
Yeah.
Like
Bottle of
every
Tito's is grand.
What about you, Mikey? Did you do anything this weekend?
Oh yeah, working, but my weekends are always eventful. Working because we have live music on Friday and Saturday.
Oh.
So I guess shout outs to Music by La.
Okay.
She is basically acoustic guitar performer, does like cover songs, like basically does a really good job of singing and playing really, really cool stuff. And then also on Saturday, it was DJ Ricky Don't. I don't know if y'all seen him around before. He basically is like the freshest motherfucking DJ I've ever seen.
No
he wears
shit?
like the coolest clothes. Always got like kicks on him. Like, did you go to Center for the? Like, he's got like badass shoes. And then like the music that he plays, it's like he always feels out the vibe and like knows exactly what to play. He's got an ear on him too. Like,
Is he going to be a staple at Magnolia or?
yeah, no,
Okay.
he's there pretty regularly, and I'm grateful for it because the vibes is like what we're going for at that wine bar. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Hell yeah.
And then after working, it's like, let's cook, or my girlfriend cooks. So most of the time it's like come home to a nice home cooked meal. We go to the Central Market, get those like fresh oysters.
Oh.
Basically you just like every Friday, apparently that's like the day to go to the Central Market over here. Cause they like get
Okay.
their seafood deliveries in on Friday, and they like ripped open the like styrofoam container with like that came off the plane of the oysters. So you can get like fresh oysters.
That's awesome.
Damn, you've got it made.
Yeah, really.
I know. It's badass.
That's
So
cool.
basically, we're going to go over after he gets off work, and we're going to all have a nice family dinner.
Oh, yeah.
That's
We are
wonderful.
family now.
You know, when you hear your family, your
Thanks, Vinny.
family.
I love it whenever Vin Diesel shows up.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, I got back from Vegas last night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that was last night, wasn't it? Holy shit, dude!
You
You were
were gone
there.
for a long time.
You were there on Thursday.
It was the longest I've ever been in Vegas. For
No
sure.
one should be there that long.
I agree, but it was awesome. Shout out to Dirty Mike and his bachelor party. Hung out with Noel, Mike's friends. Danny was there for the majority of the time. Hervey was there, obviously. We didn't do anything too crazy, but it was definitely fun. It was almost like a relaxing Vegas trip. Like, I don't know.
So there's a stark difference between like Vegas in our 20s versus Vegas in our 30s.
Look, it was. No.
Look,
the answer is no.
Okay, no,
It
so
is very similar.
It's exactly the same.
The
Got
only
it.
difference is like, even though I would like not go to bed till like 2 or 3 or whatever it may be, I still got up at like 7 and I just laid there like in bed. Like I wasn't immediately getting up and getting out of the
Yeah.
hotel. Like I laid there for a couple hours, like watched, I don't know, sports or South Park or whatever the hell was on. And then, didn't get out till like 11 or noon.
So no midget strippers or anything. No little darlings.
I'm not saying anything about
That's
my
right.
weekend in Vegas.
That's right. You're not supposed to. There's a rule about that.
I did go to Momofuku there in Vegas.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I've been wanting to go there. And, we went to New York a couple of years ago and I didn't even know that place existed. I'd never heard of it. Like, joke's on me, right? But when I realized, I was like, oh, there's all these good restaurants in Vegas. I'm like, next time I'm going to Vegas, I'm going to go check it out. Dude, the best freaking ramen I've ever had in my entire life. It was a $40 bowl.
Yeah.
But it was bomb. Which honestly is
$40,
no
damn.
difference than like a chicken sandwich in Vegas is like 25. So would you rather spend like a $25 shitty sandwich or like $40 on like shaved truffle ramen?
Ooh.
I would go for that.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
That's what Jesse and I did this last time we went to Vegas. We were like, we're going to eat at least one like nicer place.
Yeah.
It was Fat Burger, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fat Burger. No, we did a Hugo Cellar, and it's this old school Vegas, but it's like that old school traditional like 70s steakhouse.
Ooh.
So they bring the salad cart out to you and like make this salad in front of you and tell them all that you want and all that stuff. I had one of the best martinis I've ever had in my life. And the steak was phenomenal, but it's just that old school. Like you sit down and you look over and you're like, I could see like a mob boss sitting over in this like nice secluded booth, with his cronies or whatever, conducting business or something.
Like casino. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to try to do that because we like Vegas. Like Jesse and I like going to
Yeah.
Vegas. We're going to try to go back to Vegas soon and then do like maybe like a Hell's Kitchen restaurant or something like that. We're gonna try to hit like a lot of celebrity chef restaurants. I think is what we're gonna try to do.
Nice.
Well, what are your thoughts on Vegas?
I have never been. I want to go. Basically, my parents went, but they are a little bit too Christian for Vegas.
Oh.
So they went to like Gordon Ramsay's, like the
Hell's
Hellburger.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
And the Hellburger restaurant is just gourmet like style burgers.
Right.
And they said it was bomb, but like they're not.
Is that where you
They're not doing cocaine.
Did you go there?
Well, I didn't do that.
No,
Are you implying?
Oh,
What are those implications, my friend?
I think
you were
you're
very
implying-
silent when we asked you about this earlier.
I think you're implicating yourself, Chad. I mean,
No.
guess who's
Like, I
getting
did
drug-tested?
Did a casual line of cocaine.
it was super casual.
Very
It was in
good.
a professional setting. No,
I was working.
The guy had a bow tie on, so
I don't even know where it came from. I just
just popped up.
change your subjects. So later in Vegas, we watched the Cowboys game. What'd y'all think about that Cowboys game?
Great fucking game. Very,
I didn't
very
watch it.
nerve wracking.
You didn't
Very
watch it?
You know I'm not gonna watch
Do you
it.
watch?
I missed it because I think of all the
Work?
stuff that was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Work and stuff. I'm there almost every day.
I don't want to break this. Am I stupid?
Yes. The answer is yes, but I don't know what the
Oh, there it
question
is. I'm an idiot.
Yes. Okay. So I was right. So the Cowboys game, they played.
Played the New England Patriots. Mac Jones, rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of giving him a 3-point. I think there were a 7-point, 3 or 7-point underdog, but they were like kind of saying, "Oh, well, they're going to beat the Cowboys and blah blah blah, 2 and 3 team, whatever." But it was really nerve wracking.
It was
they almost
way
got
too
us.
close. It was way too close.
Yeah.
I will say, I bet I did some sports betting.
Of course, you did. You
Right,
heathen.
right. And I bet on the Cowboys they were going to win by at least 3, and they would be over a 50-point game. Want some money? I also bet that Dak was going to have the most passing yards this week.
He
Want
did.
some money,
Yeah.
bro.
How much money did you win?
I'll never tell.
Where did you,
Undisclosed amount. Vegas money, baby.
Enough to pay for my ramen.
Where did
$40.
Exactly $40. Plus
Look, I lost about $70 on blackjack and roulette, and I think I just made that back. I think I broke even on my whole like gambling situation.
where'd you place that sport bet at?
So Caesars has like an app now. So
Oh, do
like, as
they?
long as
Caesars
you're
Sportsbook.
in a Caesars, you can do it. And
So I've
it's like,
always wanted to do some sports betting, but I didn't know like where to go
it's
and
nerve wracking and
Yeah.
confusing. There's like the pluses and the minuses, and I was like, all right. So it allowed me. I watched a 5-minute YouTube video, of course,
As you do.
as I do, and then I get on the app, and I was like, oh, I know what all of these things are, and so I just started betting shit. Hey, I won a little bit, so whatever.
hey,
But it was a good game. We also went back to the link, the big Ferris wheel
Yeah,
thing, dude. So we paid $60, which I think Jessie got us like a Groupon.
She did a
last
Groupon,
time.
yeah.
She hooked it up last time, but this time it was $60. So it's this ginormous Ferris wheel in Vegas. It's like the same size as the London Eye. It's just huge. It dwarfs the whole city, and so like you pay money. But you're in there for 1.5 hour, and you get to drink the entire time. So it's like, how much can I drink in 30? How much will they let me drink in 30 minutes? And so we don't remember walking back to the hotel. We were in bed by 10. Like no shit. Like,
Nice.
It was so dumb.
did y'all make it over to Inspire to see if they did the what's it called it was that drink all you can from like 9 to midnight or whatever?
No.
Oh, y'all should have done
Sounds
that.
like a bad decision.
Over on Fremont?
Yeah, y'all should have went over there.
No, we
Sounds like
didn't.
you're going to wake up wearing someone else's clothing. And then,
The bartender's like, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. You're like, God.
I mean,
Not again.
we just
perfect line, by the way, from Watchmen. Oh, yeah. Such a
we just we happened to stumble upon that place, and there's a sign saying it's like free, like it's or drink all you can drink wells from. I think it was like 9 o'clock till midnight or something like that.
Yeah.
And we got hammered. The next morning, I remember we were all mad at your mother-in-law because she took forever to get the breakfast. We're all hungover.
Yeah, we just needed that
Yeah.
food. So I didn't realize this is something else I learned on this trip. Did you know that salt is an electrolyte?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why they give you salt tablets
Do you know
whenever
this?
you're playing football.
Sodium.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, sodium chloride.
So Gatorade has got this Gator Light now, which is like
It's like a Pedialyte.
It's a Pedialyte Gatorade, except for it tastes good.
Yeah.
And so after one of the nights, we decided we would go and like get some bevs, and we got a beer, but we also we were at CVS, and so we got a beer and a Gato Light or whatever the hell it's called. And it's like with 5 electrolytes. I'm like, how do they count how many electrolytes are in this Gatorade? They were 5 different kinds of electrolytes. Like magnesium, I don't know, chromium,
Bromium.
brombiums, and salt. I was like, oh shit.
And the one from Wakanda, whatever that.
Forever.
Vibranium? Yeah.
Dude, ran into Holly Yardbird's mom at Caesar's Palace.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, random as hell.
Yeah, very.
Shout out to Holly. Happy birthday.
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Today's Holly's birthday.
Yeah,
Today, Holly Yardbird's birthday. Shout out to Tony Roma's.
Yeah,
I guess
Christy's not wrong.
$8.99 prime rib. Tony Roma's is a place for ribs.
Yeah.
And a place for you to get your car blown up and then set on fire by someone in the mall.
This episode not sponsored by Tony Romo's.
Okay.
$8.99
But it is
prime rib.
sponsored by Tony Romo. Tony Romo,
Yeah.
there's only one.
You're not wrong. That's what I like about Fremont, though, is it's got all those like ghetto, like the Tony Romo's.
Do you regret this yet?
$8.99.
I'm surprised he's still here. I
get
thought
into
he was just going to get up and go.
Let's get into the beer suicide, and then I'll start leaving.
Oh my God, yeah.
Start the process of leaving.
We're only 15 minutes in.
I know. No shit.
Well, it's very fun.
All right. So moving from Vegas, this Texas Monthly finally came out with the 50 top barbecue spots. What y'all think?
I'll tell you, we don't need to go into all 50, but
I want you to list
Let's go
them
into
in
number
alphabetical order.
how about I
hold on
do
there.
How about I do the top 10 of
Everything.
yeah,
All
okay.
of it.
So number 1,
No, go from 10.
to go from 10, Panther City Barbecue, Fort Worth.
Hey.
So Fort Worth had a good showing already. I mean, we literally have 2 in Fort Worth and then 3 in DFW. So Panther City, number 10, Snow's Barbecue in Lexington, which I don't know anything about.
There's
Oh,
always-
there's
it's the
a
old lady.
Tootsie. Tootsie.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
always on the list.
Evie Mae's Pit Barbecue in Woolworth. That's where Danny used to live, right? Up by
Yes.
Lubbock, Wolfworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Franklin's Barbecue, always on the list. He made number 7. Cadillac Barbecue in Dallas. Leroy and Lewis Barbecue in Austin.
Leroy Jenkins.
No, and Lewis.
Lewis?
Yeah,
And Lewis.
Yeah,
Oh,
Leroy
it's
and Lewis.
Leroy and Leroy.
Leroy and Lewis Barbecue. Burnt Bean Company. Burnt Bean Company in Seguin. Truth Barbecue in Houston. Interstellar Barbecue in Austin.
I've never heard of that one.
Me neither. And then number 1 of all Texas Monthly, and it's a Fort Worth institution now. Thank you, Javier. Goldie's Barbecue of Fort Worth.
Hey,
Shout
where are
out.
the kids?
There it is.
Honorable
There it
mention
is.
on here,
Look at
though.
that.
we
Look
got
at that. Look at that hat. That's a pretty hat.
Yep.
Where'd you get that hat?
Gerbs.
Dane's Craft Barbecue did make top 50 as well.
They
So,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Fort Worth really had a good one. Derek Allen, I believe, was on the list.
Honorable mentions.
yeah.
Smokeaholics.
Smokeaholics,
Smokeaholics.
and
Heim Barbecue moves from 2017's top 50 to
And
the
that's all.
honorable mentions. Yeah, so
shout out to Goldie's. We talked about going there before. Panther City Palette was telling us to go hit it up.
well, and Dane told us.
Yeah, Dane
Dane
straight up
told us, yeah, he's like, you got to check that place
because
out.
we asked him like what was one of his favorites, and
Yeah.
he said Goldie's for sure. Yeah, and we still haven't been, and now it's gonna be harder than hell to get in.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
The
Always-
regrets flow in.
Yeah,
But
No
it's
regrets.
Kennedale. It's like, I would take like 35 south to get there. It's not like terribly far, but it's farther than you would like normally go. But I went, and that's where I met Jerby. And basically he was like, hey, we like sell out pretty fucking fast here. So he was like, if you want to come by, he was like, come by at 10:30 and then just like bring some wine and we'll just like have some barbecue at some point. I was like, hell yeah.
that would have been a cool. You should really
Let's bribe him.
like,
and
yeah,
get some
that's
fucking
not
barbecue.
bad. I would bring him a lot of alcohol and like want to do a quick interview and then eat some pretty cool barbecue.
I mean, I think he's down to do it. I mean, I know his schedule's probably going to be like crazy
Oh, yeah.
busy, but
Absolutely.
kind
The
of
whole
like
list.
another funny like run in with him. Like there was a guy that I basically had known from. He was from Austin. He like moved over here, basically like started like a bunch of work with me, and then he was like, "All right, now I'm going back to Austin," but ended up moving to Lockhart, which is kind of weird. Anyway, so they're doing this YouTube series called Max and Derby, and basically it's the Johnny from Goldie's and Max, my friend, and they're both doing barbecue type stuff or like live fire cooking.
It's awesome.
It's a really, really cool series. They just started, and now that Johnny won with Goldie's on the top 50 barbecue spots, I mean, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that YouTube
things are taking off.
he's gonna get quite a few views on there, I'm sure.
I'm gonna actually go to Lockhart next week after.
I thought you said Neptune for a second.
Neptune.
There.
I'm going to Neptune.
Yeah.
I'm going to Lockhart. We're gonna go have some barbecue over there. But
yeah.
I didn't.
the weekend of Halloween.
Halloween, yeah. Supposed to go to New Braunfels and then go to Lockhart with some friends.
What barbecue place you going to?
I don't know. Like they're gonna take us to their favorite spot. So
Nice. Well,
Who
you know,
knows?
if you see Old Pal Saloon too, that's like kind of like Nickel City vibes.
Really?
It's the same dude that like started Nickel City over here.
Oh man,
That did Old Pal Saloon over in Lockhart too.
I love Nickel City. We
They've
love
got
Nickel
those
City.
We're huge
fucking
fans,
sliders that
Nickel
are
City.
like crispy edges and
Yeah.
I
oh
did.
my God,
Did you
dude.
try those sliders? Who here ate them?
I haven't had them yet.
I heard they were really delicious.
I got
Same.
the tots and the cheese
They're awesome.
curds usually is like the go-to like late night snack there.
I wish I would have
Yeah.
went over there this weekend. They had their 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah, I know. I missed that. We missed
And a
some,
baby
though,
goat.
by the
And a
way.
baby goat.
DFW.
Wasn't
Did
there
we?
like 50-cent whiskeys or something?
Yeah,
over
oh,
there?
5 cent. 5 cent
5
old
cent.
fashions.
Oh my God.
And,
what the hell?
Yeah. What the fuck?
We missed out.
And I spent $20 beers at $20
Son of a
beer in
bitch!
Vegas. That's a huge mistake.
They had 5 cent old fashions and 5 cent Boilermakers.
Oh, geez.
And they're like, bring a friend, tell them to bring you 10 cents, and you can each get an old fashioned. So, and that's what it said. That's what it said on the little post. And they had a baby goat. They had a baby goat over there, not for eating.
That's
Why didn't you
for
go?
I was gonna go Saturday night, but I'm old, so I got tired. And Sunday is when they had the 5 cent old fashions, and I was just like tired. I don't know.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, we did miss some DFW
Okay.
barbecue spots like
Sure.
Hurtado,
yeah.
Zavala's, Cadillac, I think you might have mentioned, Slow Bone in Dallas, Smokey Joe's barbecue in Dallas, and then Terry Black's barbecue in Dallas. Pretty interesting. Like, I think that I mean, people were talking about how like, what's his face's, Franklin's fell down to 7.
Yeah.
It's like, well, did he fall? Like, I don't think the quality left.
I think we just
right?
have better
We
like
just have so much more barbecue in places like Goldie's and Dane's that are willing to try something different and do something new and have really kind of stepped their game up. But it's kind of cool to see DFW represent so heavily on this list.
So I listened-
Breaking news.
okay.
The McRib is back.
Okay, that's
thanks for interrupting us with that.
Fort Worth barbecue.
Fort Worth barbecue news. The McRib is back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We
you don't
did
want to
it.
wait in that stupid
done it.
Goldie's line. Just go to McDonald's, everyone.
Yeah. Well, no. It's like getting fresh seafood and then going to Long John Silver's because you got to wait too long. It's like
So I listened to Ben and Skin, and they were talking about the barbecue list top 50.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know what kind of list this is if Haim's not on this list, whatever. Them and Pecan Lodge. And dude, so they had a segment right after they talked about barbecue and where you could call in.
Yeah.
I called 97.1 The Eagle 70 something times trying to get through. It rang until it stopped ringing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it.
Did
and I
they
missed
block
out.
you?
I probably, but I was going to call in them and just tell him he's a fool because he hasn't had Dane's. Cause they were like, yeah, I don't know. Dane's craft barbecue. It's got to be good because it's got the word craft in it. And they're kind of poking fun about it. Right.
Bro.
And I was like, man, you Dallas fuckers, y'all need to come over here to Fort Worth, try some of these places out.
Well, I have heard people that live in Dallas are huge fans of that Haim that just popped up over there by whatever Love Field
Mockingbird.
or whatever. Yeah. But I don't think they. I mean, obviously they do have good options because they're here on the list.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they understand what great barbecue is because I mean it. All right, let's move on. Everyone. So
Shots fired. What about fucking? What about a shout out to fucking Bricks Barbecue?
Yes.
fucking A, did we talk about Bricks?
Bricks
we've
Barbecue.
been there. We love
Yeah,
it.
well, Bricks is
Fucking-
amazing.
But they weren't on the
killing
list.
it.
They weren't on the
either.
list?
No,
They weren't on the list.
No.
They should have been on the list.
Absolutely.
I like their late night what was it? Those
After dark.
the after dark,
After dark
the
menu.
balls they've got. Those bricks
Yeah.
balls, bricks balls.
Kinda after dark.
You do love those balls, don't you?
Dude, I just wanted to get bricks balls all
Give
up
me
in my
them
mouth.
balls. Give me the salty balls in
And
my
then
mouth.
the burger and the tacos, I think, right?
Yeah.
we
Yeah, the
kind of
tacos
had
are
like
good.
this mixed deal. It was real good.
I have not actually had their actual barbecue yet. I've only had their after dark stuff, and the after dark stuff's wonderful. So I can only imagine what their barbecue is.
I've had it really drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's easy to do over there.
It is.
Get really drunk, and then you just wander.
Give me everything you got.
You just follow your nose to the smoke.
Y'all try to level out with hot fusion. Like once you're drunk, you're like, let me get like a Tejano lager and just like try to level out, but get more drunk in reality.
Yeah, you drink like 5 of them and you don't realize it, and
Yeah.
then you wake up and your butt hurts. Oh,
Or you drink any of their other.
what? That happened to y'all?
You drink any of their other stuff, not realizing how strong it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, if you don't get the Mexican lager, you go to the other ones and they're like 7-8% beer, and you just have one or two. You're like, I'm gonna slow it down with just 1 or 2 beers, and it's
It's
like
gonna do a
enough
feisty blonde.
like 8%.
Next thing you know,
Light.
you've had 4 of them, and you're taking your clothes off on the stage.
Sir, stop!
Personally, I stick with the feisty redhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better, I think.
It's got hibiscus in there.
Right. Right.
I'm a what is it? The coco anejo? Yeah.
That one's a good one.
That-
One's delicious. All right, so that was enough of like updates and stuff.
Are we having fun yet?
No.
I was waiting and I
You
regret
had 2 options. Wow. Tell us how you really
Oh.
feel.
We're not even drinking
This
yet.
is the part where I leave.
This is our guest, everyone. We met him tonight, and he
is
already
the
wants to get
first.
the hell out of here.
I'm volatile as fuck.
And then he's like, and I'm taking this too. And he just takes them.
All right.
No, honestly though, like for sure.
You want to fucking leave?
No. No. I did get a little tipsy before I came here.
Hey,
A little bit.
there's no shame in that. I think Dane said he had he'd thrown back a couple of shots of whiskey.
He
Before
did.
came.
He
Yeah.
did. If Dane's listening, hey, Dane, nice cock.
And congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, congrats.
Dude,
Very nice.
you got fantastic barbecue on a top 50 list in Texas. I mean, huge accomplishment. And
Nice cock.
nice deck. Just a,
Nice,
just a
nice.
very good looking deck.
Very nice, hefty deck.
fantastic deck you've got over there.
Nice cock.
Vince.
And snappy sausages.
I like that blueberry Havarti.
Yeah.
So good.
There's sausage.
There's Instagram.
It's
is
not blueberry
food porn.
Havarti.
Right?
Oh, it is.
It's just 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Just nasty food porn. I'm
Good
like,
Lord, like the moist
Ooh.
burgers is like, it just gets you dripping.
on their
okay.
stories, they're
All right.
just squeezing everything.
Before we have to.
Was you drinking before, like trying to get liquid courage to come on? Was that your?
No,
Oh yeah, you
it's
said
my
you told
job.
us. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
my job. They're like, let me feed you alcohol every day of your
All
life.
right.
Spoon feed baby one.
Yeah.
No.
So let's get into these Funky 5 questions.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so every time we have a guest on, we do a little something called the Funky 5, where they're just like real quick, like spitfire questions, or spitfire, rapid fire, whatever, rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your head, right? Like it's about you, and most of them are local, right? So like, just for like an example, what is your favorite color?
Bleh.
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 Say it quick. Perfect. All right, so let's get into it. What is your favorite Fort Worth restaurant?
Ooh, oh my God. Brick's Barbecue is actually one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I
Brick's.
think that as far as like the Sundays when I'm off, my God, that Brick's burger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This music is getting me like in the mood for a Brick's burger. Oh, and their sauce is doggy style at Brick's.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want that doggy style? And you're like, I mean, hell yeah, I do.
You cross your arms. You're like, you know me too well, baby.
Just cock your head to the side.
Yeah.
What do you think? All right.
You had me at cock.
Favorite drinking spot in Fort Worth?
Ooh. Since I don't get out that often, I'd probably say Nickel City is probably one of the tops right now. Especially I've been on that patio. It's like quieter out there.
Yeah.
That place has been getting packed every fucking night. So I like going over there.
We're big fans of Nickel City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bartenders are great. Like I actually like almost felt bad because I ordered a Negroni And I like the friend that I was with was like, let's get a Negroni, like both of us. And I was
Yeah.
like, nah, let's not do that. I just usually take like whiskey neat.
Right,
But
just
he was like,
something
let's do
simple.
that. But they stirred that hoe down like so well. It was awesome. They, like,
What's your
did it
whiskey?
right.
What's your choice of whiskey?
Whiskey choices. I mean, I like that Balcones, like the baby blue.
Yeah.
That one's been as an overproof whiskey. That's been really cool. Standard Knob Creek. Like, I mean, I like Knob Creek rye. Just something easygoing. Makers sometimes,
Yeah.
but like I'll choose Knob Creek rye over Makers.
I want to try the Balcones light blue. I do. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
It's overproof, so like I cut my whiskey with water
Yeah.
most of the time to get it like to that point where I'm like, I don't want a 55 or 60%.
Yeah.
No, I usually I'll get a big ice cube and just let it set a little
Let it
bit.
chill.
All right, shut up, Javier. Question number 3. What's your favorite local musician?
Ooh, local musicians. Okay. See, this is hard for the rapid fire piece of it because I'm like, all the local musicians that come into Magnolia come in. you
Pick
know?
one.
I
They
would
do,
say-
don't they? Yeah,
One.
Leon's
Yeah,
goes in
La. I would say La. Hardcore.
Very
I mean,
cool.
she is just freaking. She's got like so much talent. I'm like, girl, you're gonna like one day she's gonna have like a record or something like that. And I'm gonna be like, shout outs.
Nice.
Shout outs
excited.
early on. I knew her before it was cool.
What's your
No,
favorite genre
no,
of music? What's your
no.
favorite genre of music?
Ooh. This one's. I'm all over the fucking map. I love hip hop and rap. I love 90s hip hop.
Oh
Like-
man, who's your favorite 90s hip hop?
Wu-Tang Clan
Yeah?
is
All right.
like probably tops, and then all the offshoot, single projects like Raekwon,
Yeah.
and Ghostface, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's hard to choose like one, but even like RZA's, Bobby Digital.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was your first CD? that you
First
ever bought?
CD was
Just
So
give me
often.
5 fucking questions,
the first
dude.
CD that my parents bought was the Wow
Oh,
Christian
yeah.
album. It was the collection of Christian songs. It was like Wow 1998. Oh my god. Oh, and then the first CD I think that I bought was Switchfoot's
Beautiful Letdown.
yes, Beautiful
Oh, I
Letdown.
love that album.
Yep.
Really good album.
So I
And it
poured
came with
this
the DVD.
beer.
I think it was like
Yeah,
one
it
of
did.
those
It was
double.
the, I have that actually somewhere at work because I had all my
Switchfoot kills
stuff.
it. Switchfoot's a great fucking band,
Very,
regardless
very
of
much
the
so.
fact that they're like Christian or whatever you
know,
want to
and
label
Beautiful
them as.
Letdown
Who
is a
cares?
very good song.
So
it's
good.
it's my favorite song on that album.
They rock.
Beautiful Letdown, yeah.
for sure.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm absolutely loving that y'all are vibing right
They
now.
give me so
But these
much
are supposed to be
shit.
like fast questions.
These are the A and B and C questions.
we didn't want them. All right.
Shit is
Your favorite
thick.
podcast.
You can sniff it if you want to right now.
Yeah, we're not drinking.
Yeah,
yet. Favorite
yeah.
podcast.
Favorite podcast?
Yeah,
I
man.
would say if it's not this one, which I've been listening to recently,
Heyo.
I've been listening to a very awful podcast that's like absolutely terrible. It's called Come Town.
That's my. Tell me what's it about.
It's hilarious. It's just these like 3 comedians in New York that are like fucking shooting the shit with each other. It's so casual.
You had me at the name.
Shooting the cum,
Dude,
More
it is
like.
fucking so stupid
Like,
and hilarious.
say no more. I've already downloaded.
Yeah, there's a lot of impressions that they do. Which,
Oh god, I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe right
yeah,
now.
basically, yeah, do it. And like, I walk the dogs. Basically, every time I'm walking the dogs, I'm just like, let me put on a podcast and just hang out like for 30 minutes listening to this stupid shit. My girlfriend hates it. She's like, oh my god, what the fuck are you listening to?
Love it. Love
That's
it.
great.
All right. Last question. Favorite.
Look at this. Cum Town. It looks like dripping cum.
Oh my god.
Okay, we get it. All right.
yeah.
Favorite movie that when it comes on, like you're walking through the house or whatever, and you're like flipping through the channels, and this movie comes on, and now you're like stuck. You have to watch the rest of it. What movie is that?
I'm stuck and I have to watch the
Like,
rest, but I
it's-
don't want to do it.
No, do
you
you want
want
to?
to.
Like
I
it's one
want
of those
to,
movies like you're going through Netflix and you're like trying to figure out and you see it and you're just like, yep, I'm gonna watch this. I've seen it 100 times. I'm always gonna land on that one movie.
Probably The Matrix. I would say like that one's a fun one.
I just watched we just watched the first 1 and
trailer,
2. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
watched 1 and 2. We're gonna watch 3 pretty soon.
That's
so.
a really good. I mean, they do it on AMC every
Yeah.
now and then, but yeah, it's good. What do you think about the new one coming out?
I actually don't know a lot about the new one. I know that they're shooting.
Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I'm so against watching trailers nowadays. Like they give so much away.
The
like,
spoilers.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Here's what I like about they did with this with Avengers Endgame. The trailer was the first 5 minutes of the movie. That's all it was. And then the movie came out, and of course they threw shit in there, but that's all you saw, first 5 minutes, and you didn't expect anything else. But
after all the trailers, most of the time they like show like who the bad guy is going to be and like what actor it's going to be.
The best parts.
And what I noticed in every trailer, the ending is in each trailer. Like the ending of the movie is there, like for you to see it.
Oh God!
Let's get into this beer I just poured.
Oh yeah, you poured beer, eh?
Yeah, take a. He already took a sip. Take a sip.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Like you swirl it, the colors. It's like sticking to the sides of the glass for sure.
Oh, this beer's got legs.
I just smelled my mic because
Are you fucking stupid?
It smells like breath.
it smells like soy sauce.
It actually kind of does smell like soy sauce in a good way.
Yeah.
I love soy sauce.
It's got a very what is it? Umami kind of.
Okay.
That is
Are we
thick.
sipping now?
Yeah, just sip it. And, I don't want to tell you what it is yet. But what do you pick up? For those that don't see this, it's very, very dark.
My ears are ringing.
Well, we started jumping into the beer without actually telling anyone why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mikey for a second.
We know some of Mikey's top 5 things and then some other random shit that Javier threw in there, but
Hey, those are good random shits.
they were great.
Very
But Mikey here is just like an all-around Bev dude, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his background before we get into the beers, and then we can understand why we're drinking beers.
Yeah,
Mikey.
I mean, I jumped the gun, but it's good to go ahead and get this
Oh
sipping.
yeah, we got the flavor going.
I wish
right?
I could slap you right
We're
now.
considering it. So, Mikey, tell us a little bit about you, man.
So basically I was starting out kind of like randomly tasting different things underage. You know how it is with beer,
As you do.
wine and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Going to house parties and getting really shitty kegs of beer and just being like, oh yeah, like let's learn how to do this. And then started going to the Flying Saucer like as soon as I turned 21 because I was like, okay,
The old one.
the old one,
The good one.
the OG one.
We just talked about this on like the last
I
episode
miss it.
before. Yeah.
I miss that
it was
like
so
historic asbestos filled cigar smelling
Yeah.
Dude,
buildings.
the exact description that we gave. That's what it was.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
The couches.
So my go-to there was just roll up on the street, like basically where the AMC is, like where that parking garage, I just park on the street, walk over, head up to Half Acre Hall. And then there was a girl there that was bartending and was like, I will teach you about beer if you want to know about beer. And it was usually quieter upstairs than it was on the downstairs area. Like the downstairs would be like fucking packed. The outside patio underneath there would be packed. And so I'd just go up and we hung out. Spent like a shit ton of money on beer. Got my plate finally,
Nice.
Oh,
and
Congratulations.
basically that's when I started like being like, okay, there's other things other than Miller, Coors, and whatever else. No, I mean, no hate to those. They're still refreshing, but like craft beers are like fucking where it's at. And actually the Fort Worth craft beers are like getting better and better.
Yeah,
and, like hitting it. If there's a publication soon for like Texas craft beers, I'm like, I want to see the list for sure.
Somebody should work on that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Why not you?
Let's do it. Let's write.
Yeah.
I need to do something with like writing, and because that was the other thing I was going to school for English. So I did a bachelor's, I was studying for my master's and doing all this like crazy stuff. Working at Grace Restaurant was really the trigger that got me into wine. So I was like always working and doing school at the same time. Full-time school, full-time work every time. But started studying wine because the somms over at Grace were like, hey, you need to learn about this because you're surrounded by it. Like there's no choice. So got the curriculum for the quartermaster somms and was like, this looks like it's tough, but let's do it,
Sommelier?
Sommelier.
Okay. Just for the people that may not know.
In Texas, I think you can just say a sommelier, like, and you don't even have to do the
Oh, okay. Well, now I know.
Yeah, no, I mean, but sommelier.
I was practicing that. I saw so many YouTube videos, but I guess that went to shit.
What a loser.
But you also do. I mean, you what's the equivalent in beer? It's
Cicero?
Okay, yeah. So you've got both, right?
Yeah, I did my level 1. I've got all the books to do the level 2, and they've just opened the like courses and everything back up for the certification, which is the level 2. It's always the same. It's like 4 levels. The level 1, you're like introductory. You're introduced into like what the test is like, and you're prepared to take the second test as long as you study a little bit more. Level 2 SOM, level 1 Cicerone. So
Okay, cool.
I'll get there.
Shit, seriously? So you're both?
Yeah. And I think somebody's trying to drag me into a sake certification.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, I don't even know about that. I love drinking sake, but like, I don't know about taking on another study.
You don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Just yet, at least.
It's almost like you have to have like, I don't know if there's something like mentally like that. I just get really focused in on something and then just obsess over it. But that's how I've always been. I think it's just like, find something that's interesting and then like go straight for it.
Right.
So, the sommelier certification was like, go to Grace an hour or 2 early, like before a serving shift. And they would like, the sommeliers would hook up a blind tasting for me. They'd give me a grid and you just fill out the grid for blind tasting and like figure out like, where did I go wrong? Like, how did I fuck this up?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And if you're really wrong, like my mentor, Dan, he would be like, you're wrong. Like, you're very wrong on this. And like, I don't know how you got so far on the beaten path. I'd just be like shamed into being right after a while, you know, it's all about practice. And like, I love being wrong now, especially because it's like, there's no way you're going to be able to know like every single blind tasting thing that gets thrown at you.
It's all about fine tuning that palate and picking up those little subtle nuances that like the average person is not going to pick up on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really developing that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's practice.
That's crazy.
And the Cicerone thing was kind of like in the COVID moments, like everything shut down, like new form of study. I was studying for my advanced, studying for the level 1 Cicerone. And I was like, well, which one do I really focus in on? The beer thing was so fucking cool. Like learning about beer and like the brewing process and like the different styles and everything. It's so interesting. I don't know. Like I just get obsessive over it. Like,
well, these assholes love talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, they were brewing their own beer.
We were home brewing for a while.
Oh,
and
nice.
then you start learning about like all the off flavors and what, if it tastes like this is where you fucked up on the brew process kind of deal or the fermentation process or whatever. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. We had a few hits that turned out really well. We had a few. We tried a sour project.
Well, our
early on,
our clean beers actually were pretty damn good. Like we could actually brew some pretty good like normal like stouts or some New England IPAs or just some like base styles and things like that. Nice. But then we're like really like sours are really taking off. We're like, we can fucking do this. Why not? And like then you just like infect everything. You ruin everything.
It's very ambitious of us.
Yeah.
We had a stout that it was our peanut butter stout that we've done a few times that got infected somehow. We know how it got infected because
you don't want a sour peanut butter stout. I'm just telling you right now, it's not
like
good.
I thought maybe we could probably fix it maybe if we threw some like jammy type fruit in there and have it peanut butter and jelly, but no, it's just not going to work.
It sounds like it tastes like sour pussy.
No,
you can't bleep that, can you?
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I can.
He's like, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. We had one we did. It was a chocolate raspberry that turned out like that was part of my favorite.
It was a bottle bomb. Like it was still fermenting in the bottle, unfortunately. So like, I mean, we didn't have any busted bottles, but like you would like open it up and let it like a quarter of it, maybe a third fizz out, and then you drink it, and it was amazing. Like it actually was very, very good.
Wow.
But we lost a lot of it.
Yeah. I found one.
Did you?
Yeah, I've got one.
Hell yeah.
I got rid of a bunch of old beer.
It's what, 4 years old now?
Yeah. But we have one sitting there. So
you were at Grace doing this, and then were you still at Grace when you started the Cicerone?
No, I had left Grace like right when the pandemic hit. I was like, probably not going to go back.
Yeah.
I kind of was like in a way scooped up by the Roy Pope project.
Okay.
So it was like during the whole pandemic, it was like, just don't go back. And I was like, all right. So I was working on like building a list and everything like that. So it was definitely one of those things with the Cicerone study. Cool to get like tasting kits. And during the time of the pandemic, there would be people that would be like, pick up this tasting kit from this location. You know, we're going to give you beer. There was a beer cheese class. That was really, really freaking cool.
Really?
So I did that. Dallas Sommelier Society supplied me with like blind tasting kits or just tasting kits in general for wine. So it was cool. The support was really nice and it kept up my studies. It really helped me like keep that mindset of like, you might not be going out and doing these tastings, but you're still on your shit, you know?
Yeah.
I think I want to do the Cicerone.
It's
That
really
sounds
interesting,
really
Oh,
freaking
dude.
cool. Like
It
that
is
would be a
fun.
fun thing to try to just get myself into.
We live 2 seconds away. So
Yeah,
that's
dude,
freaking
no
the
joke,
books.
man.
I'll bust out the books. There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
specialty booklets, and
Yeah.
then there's like the base level like textbook. Of course, that one's like the thickums.
Right.
And then the other ones are like they're like spiral notebooks for like if you want to just dive into Belgian beers.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorites, actually, by the way.
I did a
Belgian
test
beer.
for somebody, and it was like the lowest of low when it comes to Cicerone stuff, because I don't think it doesn't make you anything.
Lowest of the
The
low.
lowest of the low. But like it was just like, I don't remember what it was, and you would probably know, but it was just like some general styles, like how to keep glassware the way it should be and things like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like the beer clean glass and stuff, or what are you talking?
That was part of it, but it was
Part of
like
it.
a part of like this, I guess,
Like
progressive.
certain glasses go with certain style of beer kind of
Yeah.
thing. And
Oh, okay.
Was that not part of the program at all?
There is. I mean, that is part of the program for
Yeah.
sure. It's like basically that's what they start with it to get you tasting.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that you're starting with a beer clean glass. So I've never done this before, but they say just get distilled white vinegar and just like run your glasses through, like hand wash them with like warm water, get that vinegar smell out of there. Make sure your hands are like clean so you're not putting oils back on the inside of the glass. And then all of a sudden, when you set your beer down, you start to see like champagne, like those fine bubbles start coming up, and like the lacing when you have an IPA, you
Right.
start sipping it and it just gets those like beautiful tiger stripes.
Huh.
Like, as you take each sip, you can see how much you drank.
Wow.
It's like kind of a fucking cool thing. And all you do, vinegar, you just wash the shit out. It's pretty badass.
we're gonna have to try that.
Do
at some
it.
point.
Yeah. I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember I had to take it. I knew someone that was, they were working at Sapporo. And they're
Did
like,
you get my reference?
I don't know any of this shit. Will you take this for me? And I was on the beach in, I don't know, somewhere, Dominican or something.
Yeah.
And I like took that first test for her so she could just get out of the way. I was like, this is actually interesting. I should probably like do this for myself and do a couple more. And then I never did.
Well, you know, I think what we
the
were
worst.
talking about before with the beer list, I think it'd be really cool, a really cool project for you to take on. I think it'd be kind of a good hobby. You know, I mean, it takes 4 years for them. Every 4 years they do the barbecue, you know,
Yeah.
test. Why not have the same thing with beer? I mean, there's so
awesome.
much beer here.
We'll even give you
Yeah.
part of the Funky Panther website. Like
That'd be
you just
fucking awesome.
like we
That'd be
still a blog
fucking
up there.
man. Yeah.
Let's go around and start tasting and be like, hopefully some of this is free.
What's your right now? What's your favorite local beer?
Ooh, okay. I think it's got to be between Hop Fusion, which have been just as far as consistency's sake, they're just like really killing it.
Yeah.
Can we go local, like within 150-mile radius?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think Tups is
Oh
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Tups, fucking Tups.
We
man.
were
Yeah.
so we got one of our friends, actually friend of Chad's, but then now friend of the
James.
show, James. He's the sales rep down in Austin. Used to be up here, but he hooked us up for their anniversary, and so we got to go up there
Big
and
fans of Tups.
Nice.
Place is great.
check that out and
Their
enjoy a
IPAs
lot of their beer.
Fucking insane.
Tups is the tits.
Every
Their
one of them.
seltzers are the best seltzers.
Oh, yeah,
in the
they
world.
are.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hell
like
yeah.
it's you don't even they're fucking they're
Yeah.
dangerous. You
They are.
drink them, you don't even fucking know
They
what the
got-
hell you're doing.
They got a hibiscus apple seltzer that tastes like it tastes like
apple.
it tastes like apple juice.
They branded it under a different name. It's Blur. So if you ever, I don't remember the last time I seen them out, but yeah,
It's like I mean I was seeing them at Taps and Caps, which is no longer.
bro.
Yeah,
we just
RIP.
talked about Taps and Caps
I
last
know.
week.
Damn.
So
They gone.
the word
They gone?
the,
Yes.
the word I got was the owner. So the owner of the strip area that they were at over there by Starbucks and all that on Camp Bowie
Yeah,
didn't like a bar being there to begin with, and so there was issues at the start of things, and then the owner really wasn't that great,
okay.
and so things went sideways, and he didn't tell anybody that they weren't getting their lease renewed and they were gonna have to be out. They basically had an eviction until the very last second. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, I need y'all to move all this stuff out.
Damn.
And then they closed the one in Louisville as well.
That sucks. I
So-
loved Taps and Caps. That was a good spot.
They carried good stuff, and they always had a good selection up, on the taps. But I mean, all the bottles and stuff.
All the caps were great.
All the caps were great too. Yeah,
Taps and the Caps.
and the
And the
caps.
Caps.
Oh my! You think that's why they called it that?
Holy Moesha. Holy Moesha.
So, what do y'all think about this beer?
Oh, is that what we're drinking?
I'm going to guess that this is a high alcohol stout that's aged in bourbon barrel.
It is.
And it's got some kind of flavor.
It might have some sort of flavor in it, but so
I taste menthol cigarettes.
Wait. You're not going to show us, are you?
I'll show it here in a second.
Is it a funky soured beer?
No,
Really? At all?
nope.
Okay.
Does it have cherries?
I don't
Or
know.
raspberries.
It doesn't have, from my knowledge, it doesn't have anything of that nature.
Any fruits? No fruits.
No fruits.
One fruit here.
So it's a 2017 Bourbon County Stout.
Ooh,
Dang.
nice. Okay.
I held on to these. I mean, since 2017, obviously.
Very cool.
But it's a stout aged in bourbon barrels. Goose Island, the original. We
Nice.
got this at HEB, but from my understanding, it's just they're just done in a bourbon barrel. That's it.
I thought we were going to have
Was
them
it like
guess what
12?
it was.
12% or something.
I think it'd be difficult to guess. This one is 14.1.
Nice.
Whoa.
So you were right.
I was right.
It's almost like you're a professional
I
with
mean,
beverages. What the hell?
I mean, something happened with this one.
Yeah.
That
was
is
actually, I mean, in a good way. Like, I think the age might have brought out some of like the fruity.
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I know that at one point they had an issue with a batch that got infected. This was maybe the year before, like 2016, maybe or 2015. I remember hearing about that.
The only reason I thought it might be like a sour, although it's not nearly as sour as the actual beer, but for some reason I was thinking like Tart of Darkness vibes because I guess the fruitiness.
Oh,
have
yeah.
you ever had Tart
Yeah.
of Darkness?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, but like obviously that one's like way more sour. But if it was age, it wouldn't reduce the sourness. But I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Rinse them out good, or else we're going to make out with each other.
This is my glass.
Whatever, bitch. So while we're waiting for the other stuff, what else? What do you like doing? What do you like doing?
He wasn't done with his life story yet.
He wasn't? Oh, tell us more about your life story. Where were we? Where were we?
Yeah. So basically, the whole like pandemic, everything shut down. I did the whole Roy Pope list for Roy Pope Grocery over on the west side.
Hell of a beer and wine
beer.
Yeah, list there. Bro,
was,
that was pretty cool.
I was like a kid in a candy store kind of deal.
Yeah.
In a good way. And I think the people that came in there was like, who the fuck is doing this? And I was like, hey, it's me. And I'm like dressed like this, like in a fucking hat and fucking jeans and, like casual vibes. And I think like everywhere that I worked at, I've wanted after Grace, has been like casual vibes.
Yeah.
So now, after I did the list over there, I went over to Magnolia Wine Bar, which is where I'm at now. Again, it's like, post Kent and Co. Like what we're doing over there is keeping the vibe a little bit more casual, but also having like changes to the wine list, getting that old inventory out of there. Cause what we inherited when we, I guess took over the spot was like all of the Kent and Co stuff.
Yeah.
So some of it's like kind of crazy expensive and some of it's kind of geeky and a little bit like hard to sell, but that's what I'm there for.
Is it not owned by Kent Co. or Kent?
No. It's now independently owned.
Oh, very
Oh,
cool.
It's kind of
Sweet.
cool. And the changes that I think we're making are getting it to be like more unique. So tomorrow we're starting the first happy hour of the locally
sick.
owned Magnolia. So basically 2 to 5:30, I think is what we'll do. We'll have 8 ounces for $8. So kind of a cool deal.
See, that sounds awesome. Like
Yeah.
I have never been because every time I walk by, well, I mean, it's been a while. I don't go to Magnolia as much. Ever since we've been going to like South Main and like Nickel City, that kind of stuff, I don't go to Magnolia nearly as much as we used to.
Yeah.
But like you would walk by and it's just like older white people in ties and
yeah.
like slacks. I'm like, this doesn't seem like my vibe.
Yeah.
But like
now no
hearing
more.
from you, like, I mean, it sounds like a really cool spot.
Yeah, they took out so they added the valet lane, like where the entrance is now to the patio. They had the valet lane and no tables. Now we have like tables everywhere. It's beautiful weather. Like people are starting to get out a little bit more.
No more cars randomly on
Yeah, is
display.
that
No more
lift?
cars on display.
Is the lift gone?
The lift is gone.
Wonder what they
Thank
did with that
God.
lift.
Oh, they probably took it to the shop. or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. I
Kent,
don't know.
yeah. Fucking Frank Kent Honda. Yeah.
And
Some shit.
now they're doing like Fort Brewery over there. I guess same owners are doing like Fort Brewery, and they've got like, I don't know, the wine list over there is like fucking nuts, weird,
At
like
Fort
in a
Brewery?
good way, but it's like
They own
The new one?
So they own Fort
Yeah, they
Brewery
do.
before.
Yeah.
Whenever it was on Magnolia, because it used to be at Fort. It's where Fort Liquor is. That was Fort Brewery, which was Chimera before that.
Yeah.
And then they moved over to the Foundry District now.
Yeah.
they're right where like close to Defender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pigeon.
right down the street. Yeah. I work right by there. And I was there 2 weeks ago. Like they opened that week, and it's a pretty cool vibe. I got there too late to go inside and like try any of the food or anything like that. But
Are we drinking?
it's
I took a sip of
it's
it.
pretty exciting. To
I could
check
tell
out.
that weird tongue.
I might have taken this.
So this one is definitely not as thick. It's
That's
it's
what
a
she
lot
said.
thinner than
This one's definitely not as thick. Penis joke.
So like this is so on the nose.
Yep.
Which is also what she said.
This is fun.
Okay, I like this.
Herbie. I'm glad you like our LED bar. That's nice. Like $50 on Amazon.
Wait, after 9 they have 9.99 steak and lobster.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Tony Roma's. She was talking about Vegas. They go from $8.99 prime rib to $9.99 steak and lobster.
Yeah, and then they have a crab night where it's just like all you can eat.
All
snow
the crabs you can get from all the ladies, and yeah.
Yes,
How much? When's the gabagool special?
let's. We can talk about that on
For
episode
$2
69.
after any time.
Ma, where's the gabagool?
Okay.
All right, so
Stop yelling.
I haven't had dinner.
Are you getting
Well, yeah, I
Empty
really don't
stomach
drink.
vibe?
I don't drink dark beers to begin with. Only whenever they bring them over, and I'm not against them. I love them. I think they're quite delicious.
what's your thoughts?
About the beer?
Yeah, what's your thought about the beer?
Dark.
Yes.
It's dark, but it's got like a lighter body to it. I feel like
It's
roasty.
Yeah.
If I was to tell
Do
you,
you ever do that whenever you're like tasting things? How do you?
no, I do. I just I just
The answer's
aspirate
no.
it
Just leave it at no.
to my utter detriment. I think in the future my health is just going to be like awful because I'm aspirating some of this stuff and like I've got that like faulty like thing where my saliva will go down the wrong tube.
Yeah.
So I'll be tasting and I'll just like completely just breathe in alcohol.
Oh Lord!
you're dying for the next like 30 minutes trying to get it up.
I've done that like a couple of times in tastings. And people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm just dying."
So what should we be doing? What should we be like really kind of focusing on as we're tasting this beer?
Well, also, I mean, this could warm up a little bit. I think, just like temperature wise, I'm feeling like with darker beers, you can definitely do a little bit more. So I'm like holding it by the bowl a little bit
To warm it?
to warm it up, and then I'm just swirling, taking a little sniff, and you can come back to it. You can do like short sniffs, or you could do a little bit longer sniff. But the the funny thing in the books that they tell you, they're like, don't do too long of a sniff, which is like, if you're taking a really big sniff, you're just, and then these people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sorry, I was doing some blow before this.
I think they want to make it like kind of like a discreet way. You're
You're
like,
like, man, this tastes this tastes very irony. Sir, you're bleeding into it. How much cocaine do you use?
on the weekend.
There's a hole in my nostrils.
No, but yeah, so you just do like maybe short sniffs, and then once you taste, like you hold it in there for a certain amount of time. And some people like to go that like in where they breathe in, but the liquid's like at the front. So what it sounds like is you go like that.
So not what you're doing.
Like
Do you let it coat your tongue whenever you like,
That's why you aspirate.
You have to-
You're breathing. You're trying to breathe in while you're holding liquid in your mouth.
I guess like obviously like each part of the tongue, it gets a certain like type of hit of flavor. It's different. So
Yeah, you let it coat.
I mean, I
Do a
get.
little. There it is. You got it.
So I know what's in this beer. I know what it is.
Beer.
But I get chocolatey notes. Very
Chocolatey
roasty.
notes.
Yeah. If I told you it was local, who would you think it is?
no.
I think this is Hop Fusion Cocoa Anejo.
Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom,
I'm gonna call
nom.
producer on this one.
Is that what it is?
It's not.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I didn't really get the coconut as
Right.
much as I usually do.
Is this a porter? Well, I can't ask that before you reveal. Never mind. I'm thinking it's a porter though.
Yeah, we can ask questions, right?
Yeah, I think it's not classified under their terms as a porter, but I would probably put it more as a porter because it is a little bit thinner. It's not as thick and roasty and bold as a stout, in my
I'm
opinion.
thick and roasty.
It is roasty though. I'm getting a lot of like coffee-ish vibes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the after a while, you can feel it, like the I can feel the coffee.
I do want to say Top Fusion though.
Nah, it's not though.
It's not?
No.
Shit.
Nom, 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 nom.
Local.
If I told you,
Panther City.
no, it's Martin House.
It's Martin House.
It's Martin House.
Oh yeah.
It's
What is that?
I don't know how to pronounce that. Cole Sewart. It's a black cherry Baltic porter. So it is a porter.
You
Oh,
said
it's a
cherry,
porter. It is
right?
porter, yeah.
You said cherry, was it, or was that about
That was
the
on the
last
last one. Yeah, that was on the last one.
Coming in at 8.8%.
What's it called?
Nice.
KOLSUART.
Let's see.
Cole
Cold
Swart.
Charge.
Cold
Cold Charge.
Cold shard.
Cold Swart.
That's when we get into that winter weather. And then you trust that part.
Good Lord, man. It feels like a soft serve coming in.
Yeah, Hervey mentioned that we also had $2.49 foot-long hot dogs that came with a whole lot of free regret. It's true. It's true.
Nice.
Javier,
had
you
some
said you got a beer?
I got a beer.
Oh, I'll just
Grilled
hand you
onions and peppers, and it's even more regret.
That sounds very delicious.
this. Should we rinse these out again?
Or
Or
like the what is it? The debris.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just get the debris on it.
I'm just put a little bit of this in there. Should be fine.
okay, there we go.
I haven't been to Twilight Lounge in a minute.
You know, I think before the pandemic, that's the last time I went.
It's been a hot minute. I hope they're still.
I took
Yeah,
it.
they are. They just opened their the food back up.
Oh yeah, they're definitely open.
Cool.
Well, it's been a while because we took my mom for I think her birthday, and she like loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, really.
That's
good
that's
spot.
one of my favorite spots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
We went randomly for like it was my birthday. We went out, had dinner, I think at Fixture, and then ended up wandering around, but ended up over at Twilight and happened to catch a Fat Cheddar show. I don't know if you ever heard of Fat Cheddar or not.
Not yet.
I don't think they're playing anymore, which sucks. But
Did you say fat cheddar?
yeah, Fat
Yeah,
Cheddar.
you did.
But what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name. Zeus knows, and that sucks. He's not here, so he can answer me. But anyways,
I don't know how I would know.
I thought you knew too.
Sorry.
The dude is awesome. Like the lead singer is just fantastic. They did a bunch of just cover songs, but they nailed Led Zeppelin. They like the guy could hit
He
Led
needs a
Zeppelin.
bottle
Just
opener.
you need a bottle opener.
My hands
Oh,
on the
yeah.
camera.
So, what do you prefer more, beer or wine?
After today, beer. Like
Yeah?
after tasting like 30 wines, I prefer beer. On my days off, I think I prefer wine.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'll mix, and I'll mix in the wrong way, and it'll be like awful. If I do beer before wine,
Yeah.
I'm fine. If I do wine and then beer, I'm just like, fuck. Just one beer will just like
Yeah.
destroy me the next day.
Christy asks, "Did you bring any blueberry wine, or do y'all not drink alcohol of that color spectrum?"
I'll try some blueberry wine.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever done blueberry wine.
I tried that.
So at the Magnolia, what does your normal day look like? Like as a sommelier?
I come in, like Mondays are order days. Tuesdays, you receive the orders, and sometimes they fall through like Wednesday and stuff like that. But I just do like that, tastings, study a little bit. I'm using like that place as kind of like an office too for studying. So I can bring my books, bring my laptop, and like sometimes I'll just hit the books and just be like, all right, it's time to get really into it. And then on Mondays, I'm basically doing like for sommeliers that are like trying to further their studies. I'm just like, hey, y'all want a blind taste? So do some blind tastings for them.
That's
It
cool.
comes with the grid. So it's like, I'll have those sheets printed off, ready to go. And basically people will be like, all right, I'm coming in.
Helping others. That's neat, man.
Yeah. Education's like after COVID, everyone got spread so far out, or they just didn't return to their jobs, or like people were changing, and people are still changing at this point too. So the community, I just want to like get them like to be kind of like having a home in a way. And that now that we're independently owned, I think that we can facilitate that in a good way. But yeah, so after I do all my day to days, we'll open at 2 every day. We're closed on Sundays, but open up at 2, get the patio like ready. So I try to get all the fucking leaves and trash off, which is always a battle. Yeah. And then we welcome people in, we get them set up. We do, basically a wide range of wines that you can get a $10 glass of wine, or you can get a $50 glass of wine. So depends on how much money you want to spend, but I'm there to kind of like help facilitate people's experience and tell them like, hey, like we can get you the right wine in front of you. Just like talk to me about what you're looking for, and then we'll get you there. Just because I've had some of these before.
Right. So you're asking them questions to kind of determine what you feel would be the right fit for them, or
Yeah. And you always give people the ability to tell you more information than what they, it's not like you're trying to keep your cards close to the chest. You're trying to tell them like, I'm here to help you. So if they're defensive in a way, you get kind of weirded out. So you just ask them like, what do you normally like to drink? Is the most common question. Or what do you look for in a wine? Like I ask people like, do you want a white wine? But what do you look for in a white wine? Do you want it like really crispy and lean, or do you want something with some oak on there? Like that buttery flavor, the like Fulton beer. It's a Fulton beer, but for Chardonnay, most of the time people are like, go. I need that buttery chard.
Yeah.
And Fort Worth is buttery Chardonnay land.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people like buttery chards, which I mean, no hate. I mean, it's just one of those things that it's been selling.
Yeah.
And especially as it gets colder, it's like higher alcohol. You get more of that oak influence. And most of the time it brings like cinnamon, like nutmeg vibes to it too. So
I'm a Pinot Noir fan.
That's good.
I like I like really dry wines, and I like that kind of rich flavor you get from almost. I like it almost like you can almost chew it. Kind of, it's like just got that nice, I don't know, mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, and like juicy is what I would even tell. Like if somebody said I like juicy Pinots, I'd be like, yeah, that's like exactly what it is. Almost like when you have it on your palate, you like hold it there because you're like. And sometimes people don't even realize that they're tasting wine properly. They're like, oh, I'm like really enjoying this. You're like, yeah, I mean, like that's
because you're drinking it right.
You're drinking it right. If you just took shots of it, you might not enjoy it as much.
So this is weird because I'm going in this completely blind now.
Yeah. Did y'all just do 100% stouts? Is that what we're doing? I didn't know this was a stout tasting contest or dark beer tasting.
On the text, Christy, did you bring any blueberry wine?
We already said
talked
this.
about
You were
that,
gone.
Did y'all?
Yeah. Just
I was trying to open this goddamn bottle.
Hey, points if you get the reference though. I don't know the reference.
I know it.
What's the reference?
Parks and Rec.
Oh shit!
Whenever Ben gets really drunk off the blueberry wine during the sommelier thing.
Oh, that's
What's your favorite TV show?
Oh shit! Is this the one where I have to keep on going back to it?
No, like I mean, it just kind of one that sticks in your head that you really enjoyed.
Oh, I was like hardcore into Dexter. Like
for
some reason, I got so into it, and then I came back to it a while, like actually during the pandemic.
Same.
And I was like, this is fucking like everything's so overacted in like a good way. And I didn't realize it the first time I watched it because I was so into it. I was like, oh my God.
I've never seen Dexter.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
They're
coming out with a new season.
Yeah,
right?
they're rebooting it. Yeah.
What do you think about reboots? Like, like every show's like Full House came out with one, and like,
I miss that. I miss them. Like I just don't even watch them.
Really?
I'm like, nah.
I think some can do well. I think the new Dexter.
Like which one?
So I think like the new Dexter is going to be pretty good, just because it's kind of
no. What existing reboot is good?
Roseanne's doing great without Roseanne.
Isn't it still called Roseanne?
No, it's called The Parkers or something.
I enjoyed, but
The Parkers was a show on UPN. Never mind, it wasn't that.
I enjoyed Roseanne before Roseanne went off like crazy. Like I like that was a good reboot.
It seems like you would like a show like Roseanne.
Why? Because I'm trashy.
So any reboot that y'all thought was successful, go.
I think Roseanne was successful.
DuckTales.
Did they do a reboot of that?
They did. They did a really good job. With
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl. Fucking A.
Okay.
Fucking Gossip Girl. The reboot is perfect.
Calmate. That was not.
They throw back some of the old, the old people from Gossip Girl. Like,
Stark said it's the Connors, by the way.
The Connors. Yeah, the Parkers.
The Parkers was on UPN.
It was. You're
as I said the second time.
What do we think about this
what do y'all think about this beer? It's really beery, isn't it? Can you taste the hops?
I hear they put more hops in the recipe.
It's got a lot of cinnamon. Mm-hmm. You get chocolate and cinnamon based off of it.
It's almost like some Christmassy, almost like Santa Czar type situation.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very holiday-esque. Maybe.
I feel like, it's like almost got even like a campfire-y like back end. Like, to where you're like, oh, there's alcohol on this in a significant way.
Well, I wish I knew more about beer. Like I just like drinking it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kind of finishes to me on like a smooth cold brew kind of note.
Like I feel like I know where this is from, and I think I would know where it's from if Javier hadn't given it away whenever he was talking about this beer earlier.
You drink your beer like you eat your pussy.
Is that Tim and Eric?
We saw Tim and Eric.
You a big Tim and Eric fan?
Yeah.
Obviously, he knows about Los Aros.
Yeah,
my God,
true.
yeah.
Did you see him whenever they were here in Dallas?
No, I didn't. I
Oh,
wanted
saw
to.
him.
such a great show.
Beginning of last year, right?
Yeah,
It was
Everything I
it was
missed.
during COVID,
Yeah.
And
right? Or was it right before?
before.
Oh,
because-
so it was, yeah, you're right. It was. It was like the very beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
That's right.
what's his face showed up too.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Steve Brule.
Dr.
Oh,
Steve
nice.
Yeah, but they're
Hell
like,
yeah.
don't tell anybody, don't ruin it for the other cities. But he like pops up out of nowhere, like like a lunatic.
Oh
Dude, it was
my
awesome.
God,
It was so
yes.
cool.
Oh, that's so
Which is
good.
what's his name? John C. Riley.
John C.
right?
Riley.
Are those
yeah.
people like stone cold sober and then they like act like a fool? Like, do you think they like drink or do drugs or anything like that before they do this stuff? Or do you think they're like stone sober? And
I think they're stone
fucking-
sober.
I think they are sober. I think they're just crazy people.
Yeah.
But like, let's be real. I feel like we've had some conversations that had no alcohol involved that are just like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like this could totally be a Tim and Eric episode, really. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you just, I don't know. I think that they probably have done plenty of things that have helped on different episodes, but I think that they could probably do a show just completely fine. I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you think? No?
No, I think no, you're right. Because growing up, my brother used to be like into doing like weird voices, or he would like just laugh with his eyes like really wide open, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he's like laughing or doing the laugh without smiling thing. Like he can do that without breaking, and I'm like, "You're scaring me." Like I was traumatized as a kid. I'm like the youngest out of 6 kids, so I'm like, man, like the amount of trauma I've endured.
How old are you?
30.
30.
Yeah.
You're a youngin.
Well, I've always had I feel like I'm an individual with a very long awkward phase. And maybe now I'm just looking normal.
No, it's still awkward. I mean, you're
Still
keeping that.
awkward.
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It sounds like
keeping it going.
Awkward part.
somebody else we know here in the room.
all 4 of us. Like,
Yes.
what the hell, dude?
My mom
Yes.
is like the biggest one to show me like the embarrassing photos from
Oh, yeah.
way back in the day. She has like photos everywhere.
That's awesome.
And she's so good about pulling them out, and she spreads them out on the like living room floor, and she's like, "Do you remember this?" And I'm like, like, it's awkward as fuck.
That's the best kind of cringe, though, when you
Yeah.
go back in that memory and you're like,
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I don't remember being Aladdin in the school play.
Man, I
Yeah.
totally have my shit together now.
Yeah.
Like, thinking back to then, you're like, that
we make
guy,
fun, we
what a
make fun of
fool.
we make fun of my brother for that because he was Aladdin like in elementary school, and your mother-in-law actually has that video somewhere.
Really?
Oh, dude, I started that Squid Game show. And
Oh, you
called that
did?
dude Aladdin. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Like, y'all racist.
Yes.
God.
I haven't got like I don't know
That's
if I
not
can,
a spoiler, by the
no,
way.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I don't care about Aladdin.
And the dub, I thought even the dub was like, oh, I was not like he's like I would assume that he's speaking in like Korean, like he's speaking Korean, right? Like 'cause
Whoever did the voice was probably like, ooh, I should have done the voice.
they probably didn't even show him the character. They're like, just do your normal voice and we'll see what happens.
Now, did you ever watch Johnny Quest as a child? Now, do you remember?
It was bad.
Yeah.
Is it Raji, right?
Haji.
Haji, that's
Yeah.
right.
Horrible name, by the way, looking back.
Yeah. Such a bad.
It's funny that in the movie, the Disney Aladdin, that there's no like accent really that's like crazy.
Except for like the very beginning where Robin Williams did the.
Oh, Robin Williams did it full on.
Yeah.
It's like,
Rest in peace.
oh, gotta get into the voice. Every time.
The short circuit. The Indian dude.
Fisher Stevens.
Yeah, he's not
Snap.
even Indian.
He's like white as
no.
rice.
Like he was basically black. I guess brown facing it.
face.
Yeah.
God.
All right. So this beer, stout, right? Stout.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is. Why don't you? What are we thinking about
Yeah.
this beer? We said the spices.
I think it's stout.
it's a stout.
Like a
And
Christmas.
I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's Maple Branch.
Oh, you think it is, huh?
I haven't had any of their beers before, but that's fucking
Really? Yeah.
Oh, it's their new one. No wonder I wasn't
Jack's
familiar.
Wandering Soul.
Okay, we were right about the fall.
So,
Imperial Pumpkin Stout.
Cinnamon.
I don't get any pumpkin, but I get the pumpkin spice, I guess. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Stuart and
Maple
Melissa.
Branch.
Stuart!
Maple Branch is very true to style. The majority of their beers are extremely true to style.
Yeah.
So if you want like a real Czech Pilsner in Fort Worth, go to Maple Branch. They've got
Nice.
the dude. Okay, so he had the tap imported. It's a side handle tap. And he had to get all sorts of conversion parts in order to make it work.
Oh, wow.
Because it's
From the Czech Republic,
Yeah,
right?
if you got it from the Czech, yeah.
I was going to say Czechoslovakia, but
Yeah.
that doesn't exist anymore.
Go get the other beer.
What other beer?
He only had one.
I only had one beer.
Yeah, he
the
only
one?
one. Yeah, he had the one.
Unless y'all want Modelo's or something.
You could have surprised us. Actually, we would have never known.
Like we get this kind of skunky note.
It tastes like
Well, I
college.
guess I'll do mine.
There
I'm
is.
ready.
I do have some Egyptian stuff
That's fine. I've got like
shit.
3.
Let's skip the
From
Egyptian beer.
Egypt?
Yeah.
from
man.
Egypt. From Egypt.
Wow.
You're not
Damn.
you're not missing anything.
I thought you were talking about like something like Dogfish Head, like Midas Touch or something.
No.
No, it's just like an Egyptian like lager or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
It's called Stella.
Okay.
Not
Stella
not Stella.
Artois.
It's like Stella apostrophe ah.
Yeah.
Stella.
Actually, there's like an accent mark somewhere
Yeah,
around that.
I'm sure there is.
So, what are your thoughts? Is it good?
It's a good beer.
It is
I
good.
like this one.
I'm not surprised I didn't recognize it because I know you said Maple Branch, and I was like, I don't recognize which one this is. Like I'm thinking about their stouts that they have. They really do a fantastic job with like
Don't
their
they have
traditional
badass
styles.
pretzels too?
They
Yeah.
do. Oh,
my
pretzels
God.
are amazing.
You got to go.
The pizzas are really
Yeah.
good too.
What's that one stout they've got? Something's Revenge.
Romanov's
Romanov's Revenge. Yeah.
See, that's what I was kind of thinking because I remember them doing a spice version of that one or something. I was like, maybe it's that, but this one was a little bit lighter on the spice.
You should go check them out. It's over there it's in the Foundry District over there by M&O Burger,
And
But,
by Blackland
Blackland Distillery.
Is that behind? That's just behind Doc's Records, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cool.
I love Docs.
Yeah, Doc's is. I saw the fucking haul that y'all had on Instagram with Frank Ocean.
Oh yeah. Holy
Fucking
fuck,
dude!
man.
How did you fucking?
They have Channel Orange over there too.
Okay,
But Channel,
Oh, yeah.
for the longest time, I couldn't find it, and I can only find it for like $500.
You want me to hand me the rag?
And
It's fucking awesome.
I saw it, and I'm like, I had to pick either one. I had to pick one or the other. I found on eBay Channel Orange for like a used for $30, and so because I've been looking for Frank Ocean for the longest time, can never find him anywhere, and you can only get him at the shows or. Anyways, yeah, I'm very. I hadn't even listened to it yet. I'm very excited to pop it on.
Yeah,
Stark's got the Batman looks like he'll be cool, and there's like 50th Batman reboot.
Anyone want me to rinse
oh,
out
with
their
Robert
glasses?
Pattinson.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
where he
very
just-
good.
He like I saw the trailer
rinsed
for that
mine.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Robert Pattinson's like beating the shit out of that dude, and then like everyone else is like just witnessing a dude
They're
being
like-
beat to death.
What the fuck, man?
yeah,
He like cripples him. He didn't kill him, but he'll paralyze him.
yeah. That's Batman's MO. He's like, I will beat you literally to like you need a feeding tube, and it's like it's justified. They were villains.
and Tab was right. It was a Martin House. It just wasn't it wasn't the Swiss pastry shop. I'm really bummed out about this whole what COVID's done to like the service industry and everything else.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it too, because if you think about it, like there's these warehouse jobs right now that are paying people with they're giving them benefits, and you're getting $15, $16 an hour. As
Some of
opposed
them
to
like $21 an hour.
as
And I'm
opposed to
like,
having to bust your ass for tips and only like $2 and whatever.
Am I supposed to be doing something with that?
That's you're supposed to pour a little bit in that.
so whiskey. Oh
No.
Oh,
That's good.
Do you have a guess of what we're doing?
No, we already talked about it.
10.8% that alcohol. That
Yeah, so we haven't said it on it. We're gonna be doing
it's a big boy.
we're gonna do a trivia, just a basic beer trivia here in a minute, and the loser's gonna have to at least attempt to drink the suicide beer, which is
Fun.
all the beers that we're tasting. We're pouring into one glass.
Oh god.
What school did you go to
What is that?
growing up? What school did you go to?
Oh, I was homeschooled by the time I got here.
Okay.
From Virginia, correct? or
from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? Okay.
So that was like senior year, like kind of junior, senior year, just kind of skipped through
Mhm.
and then like graduated early because of homeschool.
Nice.
So that was nice. But yeah, so I knew all these people because I went to youth group in
yeah. Okay.
Antigua Bible Church,
Right.
which is now Central Bible. And I was playing guitar in the youth band and knew all these people from like Martin, Birdville, Arlington High School, and
Ooh.
like some of them even were from Arlington Heights too.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to get like all of these different exposures.
I
to,
know
like,
what this is.
different groups.
Mhm.
And
I
it's
can tell by
so funny.
smelling that.
the youth group scene when I was going through it was like not really Christian.
Is it
like,
true what I hear like about that? They're like the biggest freaks are over there.
It depends.
Dude, the non-denominational churches are like not as Christian as they want to say.
Yeah.
But it's like a hangout. You get to hang out with friends.
Yeah.
You get to play music. Yes, it's like worship music, but I was like playing the guitar, and it was like most of the time it was like playing a show. Like my friend and I that were in the youth band together, we were just like, that was, like playing a freaking show. Like we would have youth retreats and stuff, and we'd play like Jimmy Eat World and like different like covers of things, but it would always be like, let's make this fun in a way. And just, I don't know.
I went to a it was a church-esque camp. It wasn't church camp, but it was put on by this Bible church, Florida College. And we'd go down to the hill country in Austin, it was basically right outside of Austin. Yeah. And we would, there was 4 of us that would get together and we'd play, and we would do the talent show every year. And we would take I think we did a Blink-182 song at one point, and we had to change the words, to make it not so vulgar, I guess you could say. So that was always fun doing that.
Beer time.
Yeah.
It smells like Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah, I know exactly what this is.
It smells like Flintstone vitamins. That's your go?
It does.
Actually,
It smells like,
I
after
get
drinking-
that, actually.
After drinking these stouts.
this is a
It smells
refreshing.
kind of like wine too.
Yeah.
A little bit like wine.
This is a beer.
That's what I like about this brewery, is that they've got some pretty interesting stuff that they do, and they also do some stuff with they got
You
natural.
don't even know who they are, so just shut the
dude.
fuck up.
There's no joke.
It could be anything, so just shut up.
Okay.
Anything.
Is it, well, it's the sour style.
I almost brought this beer.
Glad you didn't.
Is this Brettanomyces? Like the
Yes,
bacteria?
yes. There's Brett. Yeah.
Okay.
Amongst other things.
Is there also lactobacillus?
That is correct.
Okay.
But actually, like true lactobacillus, not just the lactic acid added to it.
Right.
Is this Creek?
No,
No. Okay. It smells really good though.
it is fruited. I mean, obviously, the
Yeah.
red.
Is it a lambic?
I would say trying to in the style.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will say that they won't. This brewery will not call it a lambic or anything like that, because they wanted it wasn't made in Belgium, and
It's
yeah.
method.
It's
lambic.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
method lambic. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said they're local?
No,
I didn't
Oh.
say
You
anything.
didn't say nothing?
I mean, how local?
I'll tell you.
What is
Texas.
local?
We'll tell you
It's
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tim, get off my beer, bro. All right? You already had your 2.
I'm sorry. You know it's my favorite.
Jesus.
What are your thoughts on Grape Fest?
Grape Fest.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Really?
It's a grapevine wine festival.
Oh shit! Okay, so I lived in mid cities for a hot minute. Basically, like over the course of the 2020 pandemic thing. But yeah, I went into Grapevine
Is this 2020?
once or twice, and the one time I went, I was shown like wines. It was all the Messina Hof stuff,
2021.
and I did like a couple of their stuff, but I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, there's so many places down this thing that I'm just like, I can't like visit all of these places. So I just left. And the only other time that I was there is just like kind of in passing. I was like walking through, and there's a, what is that game that you,
Squid Game.
it's the Squid Game that you play. There's boards, and there's like,
Shuffleboard.
Cornhole.
they're decorated.
Oh, no decorating.
And it's like almost like you're playing an MMO RPG
I don't
in a way.
But if
Yeah.
you
like,
lose, they
it's
murder
on a
you?
board.
Oh, okay.
It's
No,
on like
I
an
don't know.
actual
I don't know.
physical board.
Really?
Interesting. No, I don't know.
There was like the biggest. I just walked into this place and I was like, "What is this?" And it was like crazy. There was these people setting up like players and games, and it's like your player sits on this little. Like,
Settlers of Catan?
Is that? I think that's
Settlers
it.
of Catan.
I think that's
yeah.
it.
It's something. It's something like
Where
Wow.
was this at?
Grapevine.
Oh, Grapevine. Okay.
Like right before you hit that like strip, like it's
Yeah.
on the edge of the strip, like on the.
So
southern
every
end.
year they do this big festival, and it's just like
It's a bunch of white women getting drunk.
no, there's Hispanic
Where are the white women
Hispanic
at?
women and there's white women, and I'm sure there's black women, but it's mostly women. I feel
Women. It is women.
Yeah.
It's women.
It's women that you feel.
I've never
Hey,
personally
hold on
gone
there, Chief.
Yeah, it's not okay to talk about.
but I imagine it's kind of like a big Texas beer fest type
Yeah,
situation.
for wine.
yeah,
for wine.
Wine.
You
So-
just do like a crawl and
Yeah.
and then by the end you're like actually physically crawling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had to go pick up his wife at the train station and her friend
Oh my
because they were
God.
like sloshed, like they were.
But they brought us barbecue sauce.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
They had a good time. It was great.
I mean, we've done Big Texas Beer Fest, and we just get
It's Texas.
It's Texas.
we get really hammered at Big Texas Beer Fest.
Do you know what it is? What are you going to guess?
I actually don't drink as many sours as I should, so
Okay.
I don't know if this is not like local, but I kind of lambic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got that.
What about the fruit? What's the fruit in it? If it's not Creek, what do you think?
Framboise.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it's basically a framboise.
Framboise.
Oh, Atrial.
Jester
Atrial
King.
from Jester King.
Oh shit! I literally looked at that bottle before we came into this room.
No shit.
Yeah,
The
'cause I
bottle
have
that's
it.
up on
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
yeah. I literally looked at that and I was like, "Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to serve that tonight." That's awesome.
Christy's right. You are not white. You are Hispanic, and
That's
that is like I said. There's probably white and Hispanic, but it's mostly women, I believe.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
I love.
Have you had Atrial before?
No, I haven't.
This is like their staple, I guess. Or
Yeah.
Their what do you call it?
They're the main show. I don't.
The main show? What the fuck, dude?
It's their staple. It's what they're most known for. It's
Their flagship.
Their flagship. Yeah, yeah. There you
Is the
go.
word I was thinking for.
Nice.
Thinking of. It's like they only put it out once a year, like they do most of their beers. But like this is the one that people will travel for and like wait in line for hours to get.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
luckily we've got a buddy, Danny. Shout out to Danny, who lives down near Austin. He got me a couple bottles, Tim a
Got me
couple
a couple,
bottles,
yeah.
and
Fuck
yeah, man, it's delicious.
This is a badass beer.
You're welcome to have more if you'd like.
I would. Could you give me a little?
Yeah, it is one of my favorites. I've gone
A little splash.
I've gone away from sours, but this is one of the sours that I will continue to drink.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites now. My new favorites. I drank the.
We got to pour a little bit into this though.
El Cedro, which
Just
is like
I'll pour a little. Okay.
cedar hopped
I was just joking. You put a little of that.
ale. It's like almost like a hoppy cedar aged ale,
Oh yeah,
and then the beer de miel, which was the honey one.
yeah.
And that was really cool. Actually, the coffee guy from Roy Pope and I were setting up the coffee together. Frame Coffee Co. It's like Jake Smith is probably like one of the most badass, like fun coffee people that I've ever met. And yeah, he was like, "What do we do like when we're setting this up besides drink?" And I was like, "Let's get
That's
something nice."
exactly what we
He
did.
saw the beer de miel from Jester King and was like, "Let's try that." So we popped it open, tried it out. It was a really nice like time, I think, opening phase to like get together with somebody. In the coffee part, like he taught me a lot about coffee, which was kind of cool too. So I got like I
To round out your Bev game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got obsessed with the whole coffee thing too. Basically it was like, now I have to make it at home, like grind the coffee fresh and then do
Yeah.
like the gooseneck kettle and the fucking like pour
All
over
out,
setup. Yeah. I do that every morning now. It's like, it's kind of a good ritual to get
Yeah.
into. Y'all should read, this is really random, but on the subject of beer, Craft Obsession. I actually I think I have a copy of it at my house. But it's this talk about craft beer and like release dates and like the hype that gets put around release dates and things like that. And like this beer probably has a good amount of hype on it because you're like talking about waiting in line and like
Right.
anticipation's like part of the experience of beer. I feel like I got that just through the flavor, like tasting it blind. It was kind of a cool experience to be like, oh, this is special. Like this is very special. Like you can taste that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Love that.
Yeah.
So
check that out.
Christy says at Grape Fest, there's guys there too, and they do the People's Choice. It's an hour and a half of all you can drink Texas wines.
Nice.
Dude, I'd get hammered. And then Hervey has a question for you.
We got a question from the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Does the restaurant, since you drink at your job, does the restaurant arrange transportation to and from?
My girlfriend arranges transportation to and from. That's the lucky part about having opposite schedules and having a one car family.
Nice.
You don't have 2 car payments and you have a DD every time.
Perfect.
That's
So I
that's
love that.
good.
Very
That's
nice.
good.
Yeah. And especially if I get like to the point where I'm like, I ain't spitting anymore, and just get belligerent. It's gonna be time.
Your cheeks get all red, and
the spit kettle is like that. That's the deal.
Most of the time I have to spit, but it's like there are some times when I'm like today we tasted like a $300 wine. Continuing.
You're like, I'm not gonna spit this.
I ain't spitting this shit out. No.
Yeah, the owner of Magnolia was like, usually I do get spit cups for tastings, and so I like grabbed it, and he was like, no.
So
I'm gonna pull this away.
Jack's Wandering Soul.
Do that.
Yeah, Vanya, that's
No, I haven't had that. Do you know what that is?
that's what we just
Okay,
had.
okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Pay attention, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you dick.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Tab. I'm going to save you that much.
My favorite.
We got a second bottle. Calmate.
My favorite Jester King beer, other than Atrial, is Snorkel.
Oh, Snorkel.
Snorkel. It's a farmhouse ale, so kind of on that saison-esque, but it's with oyster, mushrooms, and sea salt. It's very good. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's not one that's not that hard to find. Like you'll find it at Total Wine or at Specs or someplace like that.
Goza? Did you say that?
No, it's a farmhouse ale, but
it's kind of like a Goza, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But you get that like really good umami flavor from the mushrooms and everything. So
I ain't no spitter, baby.
Herbie's not lying.
I ain't no spitter.
You swallow one.
Spitters are quitters, baby.
Spitters are quitters.
All right.
Swallow what I give you.
All right, so we're coming down to the end, and Tim, you've got a little quiz for us, and the loser has to drink the combination of all the beers that we drink.
Combination.
that is correct. So
I'm very excited about listening to this Cumtown podcast. It sounds pretty cool.
It sounds like right up your alley.
It is.
You'll love the voices that they do.
I'm very excited.
He's got some pretty good voices that he does.
I try whenever I'm not stressed or like it's got to come naturally.
Yeah. That's what she said.
all right. So
he can't do it on command.
You sneaky. You
can't do it on command.
sneak.
all right, we got to find what we call a safe word. So it's whatever word you want to call in as to notify that it's you that's going to answer the question.
Cumtown.
Okay? All right. I would say shorter is better, but
I mean, do what you want.
But,
To do.
okay.
Whatever.
Do you get a safe word that you want to your buzzword?
Motherfucker.
Okay. All right, and Chad. Me. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do 10 questions. Which is the most sold beer in the United States?
Cumtown. Keystone. Is this a multiple choice?
No, it's just
Me. Bud Light.
that is correct.
Oh shit. Okay.
I need to bring up my notes
you
so
gotta
I can
keep
put
score.
So last place has to drink the suicide.
Yeah, we were just talking about suicide and like going to CC's or Ponchos.
We call it
It's
something
like,
else.
Just like drinking like all of the shitty.
I mean, what would you want to call it then?
It's the Squid Game.
That's what
The Squid Game.
Squid Game, okay.
The Squid. It's dark, right? It's like Squid Ink.
All right.
Ooh, I see what you did
So,
there.
according to the 1516 German purity law, beer can only contain 3 ingredients. What are they?
Me.
Motherfucker.
Barley,
Okay,
water, and hops.
that's correct. Look at
Nice.
you, Chad.
Okay.
Because yeast, they didn't know about yeast. They just thought it was in the air. I mean, they didn't know it was in the air.
That's good.
They're just like this. It just
It's like, oh, it just does
yeah.
it.
Which country consumes the most beer per capita?
Motherfucker. Germany.
That is incorrect.
Oh
Me. Ireland?
That is incorrect.
Cumtown. America.
That's incorrect. The correct answer is the Czech Republic.
I was going to say Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Damn.
Was that Vienna, right? Or was that?
I believe so. Yep.
I thought Vienna was in Austria.
It's also a sausage.
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's
also
What am I thinking?
it's also a sausage. What does IPA stand for?
Me. India Pale Ale?
That's correct.
I'm not drinking that shit.
I should have.
All right.
we just got to fucking drive back. Who's going to drink this shit?
I'm gonna drink this shit. Apparently, I'm losing.
I have 0 points.
Fucking losing. I got 0 points too.
in
both losers.
In the USA, a barrel contains how many gallons of beer?
Motherfucker. 225 liters. Oh, wait,
This
a
is
barrel of beer?
A barrel of beer contains how many gallons?
Oh, how many gallons?
You're going to make me convert liters?
I don't know. I mean, I just
Dude, you got to convert because
Do
Okay.
it, clown.
Let's
he's fancy and he goes off of
I'm falling
the metric
behind.
system.
Yeah. I'm like, we need Javier to drink this motherfucking dump cup.
All right, you said 220?
5. Right?
Like, yeah. 225 liters.
Oh, I'm already gagging.
No, that's wrong.
Oh shit. Well.
Cumtown.
Okay.
10 gallons.
That's wrong too.
No.
Chad, do you have a guess?
Just throw it out there.
I'm gonna guess. You said a keg or a barrel?
A barrel.
Barrel.
60.
No, that's 31 actually.
31. Damn.
Okay, so
Thinking a keg was 30, but I guess a keg's 15. It's
All right.
like half, right?
yes.
Okay.
Trappist beers must be brewed in the grounds of what?
Motherfucker. A monastery.
Okay, I'll give you half of that. But what is the full? There's a specific monastery.
You're talking about like Cistercian or like the type of monks that they are?
No, it's just it's a blank monastery.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Me?
I mean, I'm giving him.
Oh.
You got 5 seconds.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it. Go ahead.
Is it not monkish?
No.
Cumtown.
A monkish monastery. They're like, we're monkish.
We're just a little monk?
We have sex sometimes.
That is incorrect. It's a Trappist monastery.
Trappist.
Wait, what?
Trappist beers must be brewed
yeah.
in the grounds of what?
Oh, okay.
That
The
was a
answer
trick
was in the question.
That was tricky.
Motherfucker.
The question was.
Well, you got half a point.
So Javier so far is losing.
How many more questions are
And the game's over.
Number 7, the famous dark stout Guinness originates from Ireland and is now brewed in almost 50 countries. While thoroughly enjoyed in Ireland, one sovereign state consumes more Guinness than the Irish.
The United States.
That is incorrect.
Fuck!
You said one state, right?
I said one sovereign state consumes more Guinness than the Irish. Which is it? Anybody?
A motherfucker.
Okay.
The United Kingdom.
That is correct.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
there it is.
Damn it.
Nailed it.
I was like thinking, London, literally.
Okay. I'm going to pronounce this.
Sorry to all of our watchers and listeners out in the UK, where we apologize for his fantastic rendition of your voice.
We've drank all your beer.
Okay, number 8, and I'm gonna have to pronounce this 2 ways because I'm not really familiar with how this is pronounced.
Wow.
Where does the beer
Gabagool.
mythos or mythos come from? I believe it's
Cumtown.
mythos. Okay,
Greece.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Javier on the board.
Yeah. Very nice.
But I'm still half a point ahead.
Okay, number 9. Reassuringly expensive was the advertising slogan for which beer?
Me. Stella Artois?
That is correct.
Oh, shit. Reassuringly expensive.
That's
It just
rude.
sounds like a
That's
Stella
very
shit.
cocky.
It just sounded Stella.
So
to
you just
me.
pulled that out of your head.
No idea.
Nice.
It does. It sounds very. It sounds very French.
Oh my
Well
God.
done.
Yeah.
That's the second oldest
Have you seen
brewery
their commercials
in the world.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
In which number 10? In which German city is the world's biggest beer festival, Oktoberfest, traditionally celebrated?
Me. Munich?
That is correct.
Nice.
All right, so
so
that's
fucking
10.
You have fucking children questions here. Like you got fucking first. The last week the questions were fucking hard, and now they're so goddamn easy for Chad because he just sucks the dick of the beer gods and he fucking knows everything. Fuck
You know
Chad.
who's going to actually suck the beer gods? You straight out
Now,
of
the
that
question is, do we
class.
want to stop at 10 or do
Yes.
we want to? Okay, we want to stop at 10.
After that comment, you asshole.
You're a very real dirty little cunt.
Whoa,
Okay.
dude.
That was a little bit.
Javier, if you can get this one right, you automatically jump to winner.
Oh, okay.
This is for you.
Okay.
You're not going to get it right, but I'm going to give it to you.
All right.
Nice.
Brewmaster's Snake Venom is claimed to be the strongest beer in the world. How many % alcohol by volume or ABV does it have?
Uh, 32.
That is incorrect. The answer is 67.5%.
I was never gonna get that right.
Javier,
Is it time?
it is time.
Oh, nice. Do you have to do it in one go, or like, what
He
is
can
it?
he can do it.
I mean,
however-
realistically, I want to see him at least take one sip, and I want to give us a face. Give us the face of how good that sour stout with spices and roast and
I
barrel
just got a
aged.
cold shiver go down my
Yeah,
entire body.
I can't even.
With a little tartness from Jester King.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I can.
I'm just glad we didn't
lift.
like. I'm glad we ran out of time and didn't get into the wine because then you'd be really screwed. All right, come on, man.
I don't want to. I was about to smell it too.
Just drink it. Just take a sip and give everyone a face.
For
Show
those
us
that
how good it
those
is.
that aren't watching, that are going to be listening to this, you're really missing out on this.
At least we didn't spit into it.
So you really got to check us out on YouTube.
You know what? There would have been some good flavor in that spit. I would have done it. Oh my god.
Oh, he's actually chugging it.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude. Well done.
How was it?
Well done.
There's notes of shame and disappointment.
Notes of shame and disappointment is what the boys.
You heard it here first.
Well, if you're not watching us on YouTube or Twitch, you really should because you get to watch this kind of great
Oh my
content.
god, the sour part of it's like in the back of my tongue right now. Oh.
Oh, nice.
So before we close out, it's been really cool hanging out with you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This has been really
I got a
fun.
spit somewhere.
Well,
There's a cup.
Oh.
Just spit in the cup.
Drink some of this.
Is the shame that strong?
or was that the disgust?
Yeah.
They were all barrel aged beers for the most part. I mean, everyone was barrel aged if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
We're going to go over to get that Czech Pilsner. Clear our
It
palate.
is delicious.
Might be time.
Anything you want to plug or mention before we close out?
Just all the shout outs,
Go for it,
basically, I already mentioned Max and Derby. Check them out on YouTube. If you do it on YouTube, it's always going to do Kirby. So it'll not do it right. So you got to do Max and Derby.
Oh,
and there's-
JIRBY.
Yeah. Just like the hat. And then, to my, I guess all my wine people out there, just really like Dan Miller, sommelier, extraordinaire, mentor. Love you, brother.
Where's he at?
He's distributing now.
Oh, okay.
He was
Cool.
at Grace for a while being the som, and now he's like in distribution and loves it. So
Yeah.
love that. And then my Magnolia people, shout outs to them. All the live musicians that come in, La, Ricky Don't, Armand Vance. He's a violinist. And
We're
then
going to have to come
there's-
out there. And see.
I want to come out there whenever Ricky Don't and Law are playing. I would love to.
Yeah.
See,
You definitely
the way you
talked
describe
about-
Ricky
we gotta
Ricky
go.
Don't, I want to see Ricky Don't. I want to see him
and
spin.
The vibe is always nice. And Barton, co-manager, hell yeah, he's a god. Fucking Hattie, bartender, just like number one.
Awesome.
And all my team over there, they're fucking.
So they got to
awesome.
check out the Magnolia.
yeah
on
we're getting,
Magnolia.
We're getting cooler and cooler as we go along, and
So what you're saying is, if you got any preconceived notions about how Frank Kent or not Frank Kent, but the Kent and Co was, it's not that anymore. It's a whole new vibe.
whole new vibe.
Right.
We're redoing the narrative,
Right.
which
And
is
it's
good.
100% wine.
Wine and beer. We
Wine,
have
okay.
we have some local beers. Like
Okay.
we're trying to get keep on like Wild Acre and Martin House and Rahr and Sons.
Very
All right, cool.
So yeah.
We really appreciate you being on. Where can they find the Magnolia on Instagram or you on Instagram?
The Magnolia FW.
Okay.
I'm Prison Mikey.
Nice.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. But it's spelled weird because like the name was already taken.
Okay.
But I spelled it uniquely. And
Okay.
then people don't bother me.
We'll make sure we put it in the description so you all
So,
can find them.
so everybody can bother. Everybody can bother
me on Instagram and let's do some wine writing and stuff and
Yeah.
beer writing and stuff.
We definitely want to hang out with you more and check out some more beers and wines and have you show us what right looks like. I would
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
All right, I've got nothing else. Javier's got nothing else.
Tip your
drunk?
bartenders. Tip your bartenders. This is
Yes.
it wasn't too bad. It was
Okay.
pretty
Good to
pretty
hear.
good.
Let's
mean-
revisit some of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Alban wine. The one
Yes.
with potatoes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to Alban too. Basically, get on their wine club if you can. Get some badass Edna Valley, Syrah, Viognier. They're doing it.
We're probably going to be drinking this on the next episode, to be quite
Yep.
honest with you.
Hell yeah. Let's do
When's
it.
my 69 episode? I'm in charge of the episode
two episodes
69.
All right, so without further ado,
You can find us on social media at The Funky Panther or at thefunkypanther.com. Please make sure you subscribe. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. It really helps us out. Definitely on YouTube for sure, though. That's about it. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
A gentleman never spits, everyone.
But Javier does.